What's up, everybody? My name is Brandon, and as always, I am here with Tony, and today we are doing a ship tour of Norwegian Prima. One of the most, what's the word for it? One of the most controversial, I would say, controversial for sure, at least on social media. I feel like people really hate this ship. We didn't hate it. We don't have many complaints, but we do. So hang out, watch our ship tour, and I hope you enjoy it. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.
Okay, so I want to piggyback off of what Brandon was saying about the controversial thing. I feel like it's because people complain about the layout of the Prima class ships. I don't understand why, because I personally like them. We have been on Prima and Viva, and I love those ships. They're beautiful. The design is fine with me. I love Deck 8 when you can walk outside. One of my favorite things. But anyways, here we are. We're starting at 6th aft, and we are in Commodore. This is one of the included restaurants. Norwegian is very hit or miss with making reservations for dining. I always try. Sometimes they only make you if you have a large group. Sometimes you can for two, so just double check on that. Okay, so once you come out of Commodore, you come up on Belvedere. This is actually my favorite bar. They had the best bartenders there when we were on, and then also the Botanical Spritz was my favorite drink. You have to try it. Now we are at Cagney's. This is a specialty restaurant. Remember to make your reservations ahead of time before you board the ship. When we were on, there were so many people that literally couldn't get in. They were standing in line with pagers waiting for people to cancel. But the food here is pretty good.
Once you leave Cagney's, you can start heading towards the casino. We're not huge gamblers, but if you are, this place has you covered, with a tons of slots and table games to keep the action going. Once you make it through the casino, you'll keep walking and you'll come up to the atrium. And this is where the ship comes alive. There's plenty to do here. Usually they have trivia, music, some sort of games, things to keep people entertained for sure. Also, you have the Penrose Bar, which if you notice when you come on the ship, that's the first bar you'll see, usually the most hectic right as you get on the ship. So, of course, we went there and stood in line for 20 minutes for our first drink, but what are you gonna do? You're on vacation. And just ahead is the theater. It spans decks 6, 7, and 8, so it's a massive multi-level space. But here's the cool part. Down on deck 6, you've got a retractable bleacher-style seating that completely transforms the room. During the day, it's set up for shows, but at night, the place turns into a full-on nightclub. So you're literally going from entertainment, Broadway-style shows to dancing your ass off. So it's a cool spot, it's a cool place, it's neat how they utilize the space.
It actually makes me think of Virgin, because Virgin had the same type of seating. So one thing to know, Norwegian just recently changed their reservations for shows, so now no longer reservations for any shows for any ship. I guess that could be a good thing or a bad thing. Me personally, I think that I'm gonna like it because I felt like I always had to plan. Now I'm gonna be able to go with the flow a little bit more.
Also, here is Cruise Next, and who needs Cruise Next when you can book your cruise with Tony? She is a travel agent, so make sure to book with her.
Okay, so on deck 7, we have guest services, iConnect Internet Cafe, and shore excursions. Make sure to check out and book your shore excursions before you board the ship, and honestly, as soon as they open up, because they do sell out really quick.
And don't you worry, coffee lovers, there is a Starbucks on this ship, as there is a Starbucks on most ships. The thing with Starbucks, obviously, it will be at an additional cost. So this is not covered under any drink packages or anything like that. You will have to pay extra, but if you're like me, it's worth it. All right, so here we are walking down the aisle, more shopping, watches, bags, covering everybody on this one. Coming up on the right is Sid Norman's. Sid Norman's was awesome. The cruise we were on, the shows were really good. The problem with Sid Norman's is it is very small and it fills up quickly, like very quickly. I think we were there at least 45 minutes to an hour early for every show. We went one night for an 80s show, which was great, and then we went for the cover of Fleetwood Mac Rumors album, which was also really great. They did a good job giving you the whole story and the whole breakdown and all the history of what went into making the album. Up next is the Improv. We actually never went in here other than for taking this video for a tour, but we did hear people complain, similar to Sid Norman's, it is a very small space, very confined space. I think when we saw the comedian, he was in the main theater, so we lucked out, but I would recommend coming here early as well.
It seems like they also do karaoke in there. Next up, you come to Le Bistro, the French restaurant. We actually had 3 specialty dinings, and this was one of them, and it actually was our favorite. So we went here, the Italian, and Cagney's. Normally, we always go to Cagney's, but this time we decided that we wanted to try French, and it was literally the best. We actually had the table in the back all to ourselves. It was really nice because sometimes they seat you way too close to people. Also, it's really pretty in here. Good picture opportunities. The chandeliers are really pretty. During the day it's pretty bright, but at nighttime it does get a little darker. But I would definitely recommend dressing up really nice in here and taking some pictures.
All right, so coming up here we have the Humidor, the cigar lounge for all you cigar smokers, which is a nice little area, relaxing. It's got a good vibe to it if you're into smoking cigars. And then after that we have the Metropolitan Bar, which is kind of nice. It's a good spot to come right before you're going down to eat. The main dining hall is down further. It's cool. They do music out here in the evenings, and they do trivia in here during the day.
One thing I can say is that wall is so bare compared to Viva, where it's the butterfly wall.
Yes, the butterfly wall, the interactive butterfly wall, which is pretty neat actually. They do need to put something there. All right, coming up next on the left is Nama, the sushi and sashimi bar, which I never get to go to because Tony does not like sushi or sashimi. Next up is the hibachi restaurant, Hasuke. I just like to say that.
They have the hibachi restaurant, as you see, and to me, hibachi is always fun if you have a large group. So me and Brandon just went on this cruise, so we didn't do it, but when we went to Italy on Viva, we were with 10 to 12 people, and we had the whole table to ourselves. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was actually really fun. That was one of the better nights that we had. They did a great job, and the food was awesome on Viva, so I'd imagine it'd be comparable here.
Okay, and here we are, Hudson's. This is the second complimentary restaurant. Remember, you can try to make reservations, but hit or miss with them. This restaurant is much prettier than Commodore in my opinion. The colors are really pretty, and I like eating at this one. The views are incredible. As you can see, it's the entire 7th floor, the aft of the ship, and we sped this up just so we could show the entire area.
All right, so now we are outside on deck 8, which is essentially an entire lap around the ship. And I think this is probably part of the thing that maybe people don't like about this ship, which I think it's kind of neat. It reminds me of Virgin. I feel like they have similar setups, but you get to have this lots of seating all the way around the ship, the infinity pools on the sides, and the bars and stuff. It's a cool landscape. It's a cool setup. There's a lot of neat features. We enjoyed it.
I liked all the different types of seatings, and they were actually really comfortable.
The Soleil bar was probably one of our favorite bars to go to. We had Dom Cruz there, our bartender. He was great, and he was one of the few bartenders on Norwegian on the ship that was willing to make drinks that weren't only on the menu, which is for some reason very difficult. We definitely got rejected quite a few times asking for specific types of drinks.
And I hope we're not going to get him in trouble, but he was definitely the best.
Yeah, he was great. Very dry sense of humor, but really good.
Okay, so here we are, the infinity pool. Now remember, there's one on each side of the ship. They have great views, and surprisingly, both times that we've been on the Prima class ships, we've been able to get in. You can't get seating around the little shallow area, but you can definitely get in the pool. Also, there's 2 slides, one on each side. One of them is way better than the other one. The drop slide is insane. I brought my Ray-Bans on trying to get a video and they yelled at me, so I didn't get that, but it was funny. When I got off, they were like, oh my God, you must have had fun.
That was fun, actually. That was a good one. So also down here on deck 8 on the side is specialty dining outside eating. So we just passed Los Lobos and Onda by Scarpata, so which is really cool. If you want to have that ocean view while you're having your dinner, you can. So that's a neat option to have.
We always eat late though, so the sun's always set already. Okay, so now we're coming up on the other slide. This one is called the rush. 2 people race each other. Every single time we do this, we get stuck. Brandon's like, I think it's because I'm fat. I'm like, well, I'm not, and I get stuck too.
Yeah, I did it on Viva with my dad, and we both got stuck. And I think they were like, is anyone coming?
And our friends got stuck too, and then we got stuck on this one.
Yeah, the drop slide is definitely much better.
But see, here's another infinity pool. Very nice. More seating. You can usually get chairs back there.
So on this side, this is basically just a chill area. We walked around here a couple of times. They have the binoculars so you can see out. A lot of people just reading books, relaxing, getting out of the sun. So it's just a real low-key, quiet, just a good spot if you just want to relax and not hear everything or anyone.
And here is the glass bridge. It's pretty cool, I guess. Some people get freaked out by it. I thought it was cool. Made me think of MSC Seashore when we were on. They had that over the infinity pool in the back.
Was it when we were in Seattle, the Space Needle? It's like that, except not as high. The
Yeah.
Space Needle is definitely, people were walking on the sides or not walking on the glass at all.
Final destination.
Yeah, really, literally the new Final Destination.
At least you have water under you here.
Yeah, at least, yeah, you got a chance.
Okay, so now you see all the pretty little sculptures. Of course, me. I take millions of pictures with all of them and of them.
Welcome to Indulge Food Hall. Honestly, this was our buffet replacement. We loved coming here. The thing is, it does get very busy and finding seats can be difficult, but the portions are good. You can order whatever you want. They show up very quickly. Everyone was super friendly in here. It was a really neat spot, and you get to try many different types of foods.
I think we ate in there 3 or 4 times. Some of my favorite foods that we ate when we were in there were the pesto gnocchis and then the tiki masala and also the guac. I never liked guacamole until I went on vacation, and then I tried it and now I love it.
And don't worry, there is a bar in here, the Luna bar, which is actually back to back with the Soleil bar. So you always grab a fresh ice cold drink.
They had some pretty colorful cocktails on the menu. They had a dragon fruit, something with tequila. I tried it because it was pretty, but if you don't like tequila, don't try it.
And then here is the local bar and grill, which we were here on Thanksgiving, so I was watching football. The food was pretty good, and you could sneak in there whenever you want. You want to grab a hot dog, hamburger, would they have chicken wings, apple pies, different types of desserts and things like that. It's good for a late night snack.
The pretzel bites are my favorite. It's crazy, you go on a cruise to get pretzel bites. Okay, so now you're in the photo gallery. My suggestion, if you are a picture person, go there on the first day and see what packages they have, because I always get Royals packages, but I did not know Norwegian had some good ones, and we went there on the last day and I can't remember exactly what they were telling us, but I would have definitely got it on the first day and taken tons of pictures on the ship. So if you're a picture person, check it out first day. And then there's little shops over here with shirts and t-shirts, and then I think some GoPros and stuff back there.
Also, on the last day, they always have this like where they load up everything in the middle and they try and get rid of, must be like inventory or whatever. So they'll have deals on t-shirts, towels, bags, things like that. So you can grab something if you want. So here's a view of the atrium from deck 8. As you can see, there's 6, 7, and 8. There's something on every floor.
The atrium is honestly really pretty. It's very bright, colorful. I don't know what is at the ceiling, but these they make me think of stars or something like that. It was pretty cool.
And here is the whiskey bar, which I don't know too much about whiskey or bourbon, so there are many options. They had a pretty decent sized menu with multiple pages, so I'm sure you'll find things that you like. All right, so here is Onda by Scarpata. This is the specialty dining Italian restaurant, which honestly we went to on Viva, and it was probably one of the best meals we ever had. And then we did it again here because it was so good. And it wasn't bad, but it definitely was not as good as it was on Viva. But we enjoyed it, and we got to sit next to a nice newlywed couple, and they were really friendly, so we had good conversation for our dinner.
But that's what I was talking about. These tables are so close to each other, so yeah, you make friends. But like I said, the couple next to us, they were so friendly. They were young and fun.
All right, so now this is the area where the spa and the gym are located. In here, for the girls, if you want to get your nails done, manicures, pedicures, they got, looks like foot wash there. And then coming up here is the barber shop. So if you need to get your hair cut, you're looking a little sloppy, make a stop here. And outside they have like hydrotherapy. So they have wash tubs with different pressures, cold water plunges, warm water hot tubs, all that good stuff. So make sure to check out the spa if that's something you're interested in.
Also, I wanted to note that we did do a full tour of the gym. So we're gonna post the link, make sure you check it out. Here's the observation lounge. It is really nice in here, but it can get pretty busy. They have snacks, they have a bar, tons of seating, great views, relaxed atmosphere.
And it's a good spot for you to come in, like if you want to grab a quick little like snack and you don't want to fight the crowd.
They have cookies.
Not chocolate chip ones apparently, because I had 7 days on this ship and I didn't get a single chocolate chip cookie.
You missed them though, remember they told you.
Yeah, I missed them, all the little brats took them. All right, so the next thing we have is the Galaxy Pavilion, which is the arcade. Everything in there is at an additional cost, so just make sure if you have kids and whatnot that they're gonna have to pay for that. I'm not sure, are there actually passes or anything that you can purchase for that?
Good question. We literally don't know anything about kids stuff really. I know that's terrible, but we don't have kids.
I just know they eat all the chocolate chip cookies. But there is a video for that. Also, I'm gonna post a link for that at the end of this video, so please make sure to watch. And if you are enjoying this, please make sure to like and subscribe. We are going to continue doing this. We've been traveling a long time, so we're just getting started. As you can see, we just went through the buffet. This buffet is definitely on the smaller side, and it's nothing crazy. The food was good. I'd say it's pretty standard, what you'd expect. Overall, we really didn't go there because it was often busy or packed. So we tended to go to Indulge Food Hall because honestly, we enjoyed that more. But when we did go to the buffet, the one thing that is cool is halfway through there's like a corridor that goes to the other side, and on that side is Food Republic. So when the buffet is really busy, make sure to go over to the other side because there's additional seating in the other restaurant, and it's usually really quiet and it's very empty, at least for us. So make sure you check that out if you notice that it's just packed.
As you exit Surfside Cafe, you come up on the main pool area. They got Waves Pool Bar, the pool, and 2 hot tubs, one on each side. One side is actually covered, so if you want to get in there, make sure you go and check it out early because every time there's a million kids in there. Also, I think that the pool being so small is one of the main reasons why people complain about this ship. But don't forget, there are 2 infinity pools on deck 8.
There also is a smoking section in the back corner over here on this ship, so for all you smokers out there, there's somewhere for you to go. The only thing is, it's kind of strange that it's so close to the pool deck where all the people are. It's kind of, you know, smoking stinks, so sorry, smokers. Coming up here on the right is Palomar. Palomar is basically on the opposite side of the buffet. It's also across from Food Republic. So it's the specialty dining seafood restaurant on Prima. We did not eat here, but it looks nice. You get the nice views of the ocean. There's an indoor and outdoor. Don't walk through there during the day. We got yelled at by a bartender. And literally, he was like, "You're not allowed in here." I'm like, I think we're allowed everywhere because we're just touring the ship, but whatever. Yeah, so next time we do Norwegian, we will try this because we're trying to try all of the specialty dinings.
Okay, now we are on deck 18, and this is where all the fun happens for the kids. So the stadium is actually really cool. It has a bunch of different things. It's got pickleball, beer pong, foosball, ping pong, shuffleboard, bunch of different things. When we went to Italy, we were on Viva, and we actually got to do all this stuff because there was no kids on it, but for this cruise was pretty busy, so obviously this is for them. We did do the slides on both sides, really long lines for that, but this area is pretty cool. I would definitely check it out. Entourage Teen Club is located on deck 18F for ages 13 to 17. And deck 15 is where they have the Splash Academy, and that is from kids ages 3 to 12. We actually had our room a couple doors down from that, and it was crazy. It wasn't loud, but there was kids, and they were lined up, and when it was full, they were like, "Mom, Dad, when are we gonna be able to get in?"
Also on deck 18 is Bullseye and Tea Time. On the screen it said Tea Time was complimentary. They were having technical difficulties and the electronics were not working properly, so they were allowing us to do it for free, but normally it is at a charge. And it said darts is $10, so it's nice that they have this. I'm not 100% sure why they would charge for it. It seems to be kind of a strange thing to do, especially when other ships do not charge and they have very similar things. All right, so coming up here is the line for the drop, which was definitely the best slide on the ship. And then here is the water park. Also another reason people probably complain about this ship, especially if you do have kids. Why? Because, well, as you can see, clearly there is not much there. It is pretty honestly pathetic, but it will get you wet, so there you go.
One thing I want to add is that slide is 100 times better than the slide on Royal Caribbean Abyss. It is insane.
And up here on the right is the one water slide that they do have, which honestly, it is a pretty cool water slide, but they only have one, so people are a little disappointed, but it is cool. It's a good time. And my favorite, and probably a lot of people's favorite up here, is the go-kart track, which also is a good time. The only thing is it does come at an extra cost. Also, you go up there and make sure you have socks and shoes on, because they will send you away and make you go back to your room. So we didn't book appointments, we just kind of showed up when there was times. So you have to check your apps to see what times it is available, but it's fun.
So that was our ship tour. Hopefully it was helpful. If you guys have any questions, please put them in the comments. But overall, I would say that personally, this is a great ship. I love it. We've been on 2 of the Prima class ships. I would recommend it, and make sure you guys watch our other videos and let us know.
All right, thank you. Remember to like and subscribe. Also, I did enjoy the ship. I think if you just have the right expectations going in, then you have a good understanding.
And just to put in perspective, we have also been on Bliss and Epic, which are completely different ships.
And we have also been on Star, Utopia, Wonder. So we've been on mega ships too. Like I said, there's ships for everyone. So make sure you really look into what it is that you want.